Hello everyone and welcome to the Air Goddess Network. I am the Air Goddess and welcome to my channel. I'll be pulling for the week of July 31st to August 6th, 2022. I'll be using the Ciro Marchetti deck here, Tarot of Dreams, to get our energy for the week. And then to see how it ties in to get our advice, we're going to use the Energy Oracle deck from Sandra and Taylor right here. So let's get started. I hope you all had a great weekend and that you all are feeling up and ready to face whatever new challenges are for this week. Let's get that first card and see what we're working with. We've got the first card. We've got the Devil card. This is ruled by Capricorn. You may be dealing with some shadowy issues, things that are giving you some cause to maybe have fear. You might be dealing with some addictions or anything like that. So let's get our secondary card to see what else we may be dealing with. That is a Major Arcana card, by the way. So let's get our next card. And we've got the secondary card. Again, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is Venus in Virgo right there. Okay, so let's go back to this this Devil card here. Again, like I said, this is a Major Arcana card. This is something that's a major thing, that's a major turning point within your life. You may have been dealing with this for quite some time. It could be like I said, an addiction, or something that's just been holding you down, weighing you down. You can't quite get past it, and it's now time possibly for you to go ahead and start working through it, because Capricorn energy is about long-term goals. It's about your reputation, your status, your public image, things like that. So this could be even a father figure that you've been having some issues with. It could be your dad. It could be you yourself. It could be someone that's dealing with that's around you, who's had a problem with a long-term goal with maybe a relationship with their dad, or a relationship with a thing that has given them cause to just not quite get past. But now it's time to do so. And it might take you some time to even get past it. And that's okay, as long as you're working toward getting past it. You could be dealing with, like I said, an addiction, some kind of weight problem, anything like that that's been holding you back from being your best self. And to be honest, this is something that you can work through. It's just going to take some time, because Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn, the planet of time and the planet of karma. So whatever you're dealing with now, those things that you've dealt with in the past, that you've done up to this point, they may be coming back to haunt you, to make you feel as if it's not something that you'll ever get past. But I'm here to tell you that you can, because you can take that time and you can take that energy and keep it from holding you back. You can transform that to say, I'm going to work through it anyway. Instead of letting it work through you, you work through it, if that makes any kind of sense. And again, it is going to take you some time, because it's something that you've been dealing with for a very long time. Okay, so, but with time comes experience, right? So with the experience that you have of what not to do, now you can turn it to what to do to get past it. Okay, so don't look at this Devil card and say, oh, it's a monkey on my back, I'm never gonna get through it, it's just gonna be with me forever, I guess I'll just deal and let it be a monkey on my back. No, You don't have to let a person, place, thing, or situation continue to follow you and continue to let you feel or make you feel that it is something that you cannot get past. Because Capricorn energy, it is also about climbing. They are the goat. And think about a goat on the side of a mountain, how precarious that would be for you and me when they can just stand there and look out across the land and it's nothing to them, because they have the experience to hold on and use their clothed hooves to hold on to those nooks and crannies and stand there strong, get their footing, and then think about what's the next step. What do I do in order to make sure I don't fall off this mountain? And they go slowly, but they steadily are climbing to the apex of that mountain that they are on. So don't look at yourself as a failure. You are not a failure. Even if you're just standing there for some sort of amount of time to get your footing, you are not a failure, because you are only standing there, taking in the landscape and understanding what's my next step. Capricorns are methodical and they stay on the goal. So you can have whatever goal you reach. Just remember, when you get to the top of that mountain, you'll be able to look back and say, oh my gosh, I got there, I came from there, and now I'm here. Wow, look where I came from, and I was the goat, and I got up on the top of this mountain, and I am free. So now we have this Venus in Virgo right here. You see her? This is the 9 of Pentacles right here. She is someone who is loves to cook. This could be a he or a she. It is not gender specific. It could be a they, however you identify. But this person here, they want you to feel well. They'll use plant medicine in order to get you to feel better. So you may decide that you want to go a little bit more vegetarian. And that's okay, because that plant medicine can help you to feel whole. So get out in the fresh air. This person also likes getting out in that fresh air and going into the forest and smelling the soil and getting their hands dirty. They could be a gardener of some sort. They could be a kitchen witch, as they say, someone who goes in, they cook you a really good meal and you feel well after you've eaten that food that they've made, because they themselves are medicine walking. So this could be you. This could be someone around you. And, you know, when you are someone who can do this for other people, you have the power to bring the medicine from the roots up into the body. You are connected to the earth. And that is something, to be connected to the earth, to be stable. Okay, use this to become stable within yourself. Don't let that devil card make you feel that you can't get past it. Get stable. Use this nine of coins to get stable, to bring down that medicine, to bring up that medicine from the roots. You know, eat well. Eat more vegetables. You don't have to necessarily become a vegetarian or a vegan, but eat more vegetables, things that are going to sustain you so that you can feel whole. Okay? That green, that chlorophyll is there to help you. You are actually eating the sun. When you eat plants, you're eating the sun, and sun is life, right? Because if we didn't have the sun, we wouldn't be here, because that sun helps those plants bring us oxygen, right? Does that make sense? I hope it does, because it sure does to me. But anyway, let's see what's at the bottom of our deck to see what energy is there. And I just said it, y'all. The sun. The sun is at the bottom of our deck, and that is vitality, that is prosperity, that is abundance, that is life force, right? And we need our life force in order to move forward, to climb, to be, to breathe, to be here now, right? You don't want to keep looking at your shadowy past and thinking about what you used to do and how you did that thing, or that person did that thing to you and now it's eating you up. Don't let it eat you up. Go outside, take a breath of fresh air, get your hands dirty, go talk to a tree, give that tree your energy so it can make more oxygen for us all, including you. Okay, eat those vegetables that you may not like. You know, I'll use myself as an example. I'm not a big fan of Brussels sprouts, right? But you know what I've learned? That if I go somewhere and I'm not a big fan of vegetables, I'll eat them, because when I was growing up, my grandmother, she made sure we had our vegetables. We had and our mother and everybody that was around us that fed us, they made sure that we had a pretty balanced diet. But, you know, there is just some things I just wasn't down for. And one of them was Brussels sprouts. But as I've gotten older, you know what I've learned? That, you know, it's okay to eat those vegetables first and keep the meat later. You know, that's like a little reward if you're a meat eater like I am. And it's okay if you are. Everybody has their own dietary needs, okay? So nobody should be blaming somebody else for how they eat and what they eat. It's all in how you eat it, when you eat it, and how much you eat. So you can have a balanced diet with your meats, your cheeses, your dairy, your ice cream, and your vegetables. But the vegetables is where we get our life. It is full of chlorophyll and nutrients that a lot of us, you know, may say, oh, I don't like the taste, you know, but it's really there to help us balance ourselves out so we can, you know, clear our systems out, to help us flow freely. You know, if your energy is blocked up because you have so much bread or you have so much meat in there, then you're not going. And I hate to say it like this, you're not going like you should. Eat those vegetables, because they will clear you out and they will give you vitality at the same time. I know it sounds crazy for those of us who may be wondering about our diet and maybe not eating well. Then here it is. Here it is. Eat more vegetables. Get that monkey off your back. Eat more. Eat well. Eat well so that you can have life. Okay? Eat well so that you can have life. And it has nothing to do with weight either. You know, if you're eating well, you're eating well. If your body's distribution is, you know, a certain way, then as long as you're eating well and you're eating everything that you should in the quantities that you should, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't let anybody get you about how big you are, how small you are, if you're in the middle. You know, we all come in different shapes and sizes, and that's what makes us different. That's what makes us unique in ourselves. I wouldn't be me if I were looking like somebody else, now would I? You wouldn't be you if you looked like somebody else, now would you? So don't get hung up on how you look. It's how you feel. And do you feel good in what you're wearing? Do you feel good with what you're eating? This is what my mom taught me. She would never say, oh, you're too big. She would ask me, how do you feel in your clothes? How do you feel? Are you feeling like this little tight? Then you know, maybe there's something that you need to adjust. But she wouldn't tell me what to eat, where to eat, how to eat. She would just ask me that one thing: how do you feel in your body? How do you feel in your body? So if your body is telling you, you know, hey, you're eating too much, or you're drinking too much, or you're smoking too much, or whatever it is that you're doing too much of, that you have an addiction about, balance that out and eat well. Go outside, get your hands dirty, move, do something else besides sit. And I guarantee you that you'll have the prosperity and the vitality in order to create, because the sun is also about creation. It is also about living life, and living life abundantly, because we are here to live abundantly, not in scarcity. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So let's go see what our energy deck has to say about this. Living in abundance and eating well, and using our medicines that we have, that the plant, that earth can provide for us. If you can, you know, herbal teas is good. You know, dandelion tea, dandelion root is really good to clear out that liver. Good for skin conditions if you have them. And you can easily get it at the store, especially if you go to Botanicas, or if you have a La Bonita or a Hispanic store in your area. They have them all the time. You have them in little packs. Go get you some herbs, make it a tea. You can even, you know, buy the herb fresh out of your own store. Herbs, they do very well. And it's not just Mary Jane, okay? CBD. That's not the end all be all. Everybody can't take that. But you can use dandelion. You can use rooibos. You can use raspberry leaf. You can use mint. You know, things like that. You can use nettle. Those types of things. It's not just all marijuana. Don't let them fool you. So we have here the door to spirit. Let's go see what door to spirit means. Let's see what that has to say. Spiritual awakenings and beginnings. That's the door to spirit. This door opens onto the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orb of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper understanding of your eternal identity, the source of all true value and power. This door opens onto truly unlimited potential, for the changes that happen here reach deep into the core of your being. As such, this card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts and a deepening connection with the spirit world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of spirit's presence, or more powerful in your own healing practices. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of spirit and to the magic and power of your true identity. Okay, so the sun also is our identity as well. Your sun sign. What's your sun sign? Are you a Capricorn? Are you a Gemini? Are you a Taurus? Are you a Cancer? What day were you born? That's your sun. That's your identity. That's who you are. Okay, so if you can't be who you are because you have this shadow following you around, telling you what you can't do, telling you you'll never be anything, or you can't climb as high, you won't be able to do that. Yes, you can. Go outside and do it anyway. Go climb. Go hug a tree. Go talk to some trees. Get some air. Get your hands dirty. Move around. And when you realize that you can do those things, you can become who you really are. Whoever that is for you. They, them, he, she. Doesn't matter. You become who you are through the sun. The sun is life. The sun is our life force. If we didn't have our sun, none of us, the plants, animals, trees, nothing would be here. We would be in a barren wasteland. We would cease to exist without our sun, right? So I hope this resonated with you. Don't let anybody, place, thing, or situation tell you what you can't do. You use that time and that experience and you move forward anyway. Doesn't matter how long. If it takes you 10 years or 2 months or 6 months to lose that weight or get over that addiction that you had or get over that inferiority or that superiority complex that you have to work through, that you know that you must work through in order to become a much better whole person, someone who is healing, someone who can heal themselves, then you become who you really are. And that is a light being. We are all light. We are nothing but energy. And you always want your energy to be the purest, as pure as you can make it. None of us are perfect, by the way, so don't go for perfection. Go for progression. Go for progression. We progress forward in our light. So I hope this resonated with you. I hope you have a great week this week. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about this reading. Thank you for watching and stopping by. As always, I am the Air Goddess. Take care, everyone.